just a little example of a sort of more story-based level. It's not driving you forward in terms of hard gameplay, it's just developing a little bit of the story. At this point we're in the spaceship that Professor Higginbotham has built, and he's a character. He's a little bit eccentric, and he's designed the spaceship to help you fly through space and escape the negativitron. So these are all the characters I've met at this point, and they're going on a long journey. I'll just skip through the story quickly. So he says, have a look around, amuse yourself. It's like, okay, I'll just go down into the spaceship image. And in this sequence, I'm just exploring the insides of the spaceship. So I jump through here. I can actually reverse gravity, so I get these nice little. Oh, I'm going to log out, Mr. Player 2. And while I'm at it, I'll crank up the volume a tiny bit for later. Cool. So this switch here allows me to reverse gravity, so it's a little mechanic for this level, so we have up and down, and that's just something which we explore later. It's something that our Swedish level designer Victor came up with, and sort of, as usual, we begin simply with the motif, and very quickly it gets harder and harder and harder. So I'm just going to come up here. And we've actually built some games within games, so you've got some Sackbots playing some old retro games here, and you can actually dive in and have a little game of Breakout, if that's what you fancy. Okay, that's enough of that. You can even play two-player games. This one's, I think, being repaired, but if you log in there, and you can electrocute the poor little Sackbot who's attempting to fix it, so I'll leave him. There's some other Easter eggs in there, two-player games, and these are just like little Easter eggs really for our fans. And one of the things we've got now is level links, and these are actually really powerful for the community and for teams, because you can now place directly in your level a link which is either compulsory and automatic, or in this case it's manual. I can push triangle to choose to go into it. And that means I think that we'll have epic stories where the levels are actually being built into sequences, and you can actually decide which parts of the sequence are visible on the Earth. So you can just have, if you like, the first chapter visible, and then as a team you can link your work together. Or perhaps we'll have hub levels with my favourite levels that I've found, just with the links in. It means that we've given the users much more power to shape the flow of their game, if you like. So here we are in a sort of extended version of the extended version of that up and down gravity mechanic. Let's see if I can make it. Oh man, I shouldn't play this game. Actually, maybe I should hand over to one of you guys, and you can probably do a better job of it than me. See if I can get as far as the cutscene. So, focus for a second. Can't speak and drive. It's too dangerous. I'm going to take the high road. That's cool. I'm being very cautious. If you see someone doing a speed run on this, they make it look incredibly easy, but I don't want to mess up again. So this is an example of a cutscene which the designers actually decided to make sort of semi-interactive. And basically at this moment the negativitron is starting to destroy the ship, and Higginbotham is not pleased. So he decides to go into warp speed, and at that point gravity kind of starts going, and really the integrity of the ship starts really losing it. So we have to go out through the airlock and help some of the Sackbots which are at risk from being destroyed. So we go through this insanely built airlock and find ourselves in a low gravity exterior. So I'm just going to try and get the beautiful arc, nice. And all of this was built using the in-game tools. The sequencing is all done by hand, and that actually brings me to the last part of my presentation,